welcome back to Food Prep Guide. We're out in the garden today and it is carrot harvest day. I have some helpers here. They have been anticipating this day for quite a while and we are very excited. I'm going to get the camera and get a close-up shot about how you can tell when carrots are ready. So let's check that out real quick before we harvest. Okay, here we are up close. What you're looking for to see if a carrot is ready is for it to pop out of the ground and for the diameter right here to be about 1 inch. And this is about 1 inch popping up out of the ground and it is ready to go. Now to y'all watch me, okay, because y'all need to know how to harvest it properly. So the way we harvest carrots is we don't want to grab right here and pull, okay? Forrest, are you listening? We don't want to grab right here and pull. We want to put our thumb on the carrot with our fingers wrapped around the greens. Can you see this, Forrest? With our fingers wrapped around the greens, and then we're going to pull straight out, okay? And then once you're done, you can wipe off the dirt as best you can and then toss them in the buckets. Okay? Also, just to note, there are some carrots in here that were stunted. They're tiny, but it is the first week of June and carrots are a cool loving crop and it's just getting really hot and they're just not going to grow anymore. So even though we have some that don't meet that requirement of 1 inch diameter and sticking up out of the soil, we're just going to go ahead and pull this whole bed. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, go ahead. Do it the way I showed you. Yeah. Oh yeah, we have purple. We have some purple ones, some black ones. They're not going to be fully black, and then some traditional orange ones. So that'll be fun. Yeah. These are good ones. Yeah. Ooh, look at this one. It's got legs.
Whoa! Hey, and it's like Judy and the Bee. I keep seeing purple ones.
This whole row is purple.
Wow.
So we got 4 different types of carrots here.
Whoa.
Yep. Oh, I need to note which ones did best, what row, because we tested out 4 different ones. I think the second row is probably.
Oh, guys, look at this.
No, maybe the third one. Yeah.
Man, I really want to eat one. How you got all of them?
Pretty. Look at this one.
Whoa,
how pretty it is.
Very pretty.
Those are gonna look really nice canned. Domino.
Walking legs. Mom, I got all. Here, Mom. 5 at one time.
Yeah. Some carrots look pretty funny, don't they?
Yeah. These are so cool. I think getting this size. No, I get bigger.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! Look at that one, Hattie.
Whoa, Mom.
Here's another good one.
I got one that has legs.
Yeah.
Mom, I got one of these.
Yep.
Yeah, and that one's gonna be mine. There's a centipede on this one.
Whoa.
Whoa, that was a cool one.
Make sure y'all are kind of trying to knock the dirt off before you place them in the buckets. They don't have to be completely clean, but just kind of knock off the big clods of dirt.
Mom, I take it out.
Ooh, pretty. Yeah, so the second row did good too. Okay. Wow, that's a good one. So the second and third row is what I need to note as the best, and we'll see which varieties those were. Second and third row. Oh, the yellow. I forgot we had yellow ones.
I know. I got like a whole bunch of yellows. See, I got another yellow.
It's so fun not knowing what we're going to pull out.
Yeah, whoa, this one's a good one.
Yeah,
oh,
what row is that?
That one's a great one.
Oh, yeah.
This one was the last.
Awesome. Wow.
Wow, Mom, we got a whole bunch. Oh, man, I keep getting good ones. Oh. It's like a carrot hunt. Whoever gets the best one. Mom, look inside there.
Yeah.
See it, look right here where my finger is. Whoa, Mom, this is perfect.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that third row is really good.
Yes, this third row
So
is really good.
third row is really nice.
I'm getting.
Oh.
Oh, that one's so cool and funny. Don't just throw it on the ground.
Yeah.
This one looks like a bee. Oh, yeah. Let's see, this one looks like a bee. Should we tell Ronnie that we're filming?
Yeah, it's okay. He can come out. Let's ask if he might want to. Hey, Rami, you want to come pull some carrots real quick?
We're pulling all of them. We've been pulling them for a long time. Whoa.
Yeah. Did that come from here, this row right here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay, so that third row for sure.
Ryan, we're going to put them in this bucket like this, see? Oh! And rake off the dirt and roots.
I'm going to take these and show the camera up
doesn't
close.
have to be completely. We're picking every single
Hey, Rami, we're going to knock off the dirt as much as possible before we put them in the buckets.
Don't put it in the bucket. Mom,
What? Okay, well, I'm going to go show. Yes, go ahead. You can only pick one to eat, okay? I need to can these. Pick one nice one to eat. Okay, here is, we've got all kinds of varieties here. But best carrot harvest we've ever gotten. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Yes, look at this one.
It was middle.
So when I get inside, I'm going to check my planner and see what the third row was, because the third row are coming out beautiful, thick, nice and straight. I think this is the winner of our 4-row experiment this year. I need to see what these are. Okay, Forrest, take these. Pick one, though. Pick one to eat.
I'm getting one of the purples. Mom,
Mm-hmm.
can I try it? Can I have a pick one in? Mom, look at this one. Mom,
Uh-huh.
can I have... It has 2 legs.
Yeah.
Mom, can I have...
Huh?
Can I have these?
Okay, set them aside, but don't eat any more fresh. Okay.
Whoa, look at that one.
Mm-hmm.
That one's like... What? How did Domino do that?
Is he stuck?
This one. Oh, yeah. Mom, how old is this one?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, I did not even know about this. See?
What's moving this?
What's doing that?
Doing what?
Oh, it was Rami. I thought there was the armadillo. I was like, that armadillo surely isn't going to come over while we're out here. That's what I was looking for. Oh, he is stuck. Domino, are you stuck?
Yeah, stuck.
Yes, he is. Oh my goodness. Come here. Oh, come here. You're not stuck.
I got an alien one.
You're not stuck.
This bucket's mine. I picked up. Whoa!
Wow.
That was a cool one.
You little baby sprout. I'm gonna leave that one in here.
Oh, I got a... Oh!
Here, Rami, scoot over there. I'm filming. Try not to block the camera.
Look at these 2.
Careful, honey. I've got cucumbers right over there.
These 2.
Yeah.
This one's a big one.
Yeah, there's some babies for sure.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of babies.
Wow, that third row is awesome. Can't
Yeah,
wait to
that-
figure
that-
out which one it was. I think those might be the new Corotas.
Oh!
Excited to show Daddy.
Yeah. I don't know which one to pick.
Definitely gonna have enough to can this year.
Mom, that's a root. Guys, look, this
Well,
one.
carrots are roots.
Mhm.
Carrots are called root vegetables.
Mom, that one, it was not really a root. See? Here's another bite. Mom, see?
Yeah. Do you know why can you guess why carrots are called root vegetables?
I know, Mom.
Think about it. Think about it real quick.
Oh,
Hold on.
I know.
I know you know.
I don't. I'm just kind of guessing.
Why? What do you think, Hattie?
Because the roots are so long.
No.
No. Can I do it?
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think so. They have these like little strings.
No.
Because of the leaves? Oh, I
No.
know. The roots grow on the carrots.
Yes, the carrots are the root. So they're called root vegetables because the carrots are the root. Yep. Okay, is that it?
Does this mean this is it?
That wraps up the harvest. I'm going to try to lay these out and get a good picture and maybe attach that at the end. But next step is to preserve them. So we'll be canning these soon after,
Eating them.
if there's any left. See y'all in just a minute. Okay, we're back in the kitchen and now it's time to start processing these. We have 2 5-gallon buckets worth of carrots and I want to use the greens. So the first step is I'm just going to cut off the greens from the carrots, separate those before we do like a disinfectant produce wash. So let's get started. I'm going to set aside teeny tiny little baby ones like these for my chickens.
We the carrots we got.
The next step is to wash the produce. And I'm just going to fill up my sink with some cold running water. And when it gets to be about halfway, I'm going to be adding food grade hydrogen peroxide. Now this is a 12% solution. The type that you get in the store is 3%, and it has some other things in it. And for my produce washes, I like it to be just straight hydrogen peroxide, and not only that, but food grade. One thing to note is that the higher the percentage of peroxide you use, the more abrasive it is to your skin. You don't want to use anything above 3%. You don't want that to come into contact directly with your skin. Now once it's diluted in water, it's totally fine. That's why I'm not pouring it until I wait till it's about a little bit less than halfway. And when I pour it, I'm not really going to measure, but I'm going to be aiming for between 1/4 cup and 1/2 cup. And I'm just going to kind of eyeball that. If I am out of peroxide, I will just use vinegar, just your plain white distilled vinegar. That works great too as a produce wash. So I'm going to let this fill up a little bit less than halfway. Okay, I'm going to add in the peroxide, being very careful not to splash it on my skin. At this point, it's diluted enough, it's not going to hurt my skin, so I'm just going to kind of swirl it around, get it good and mixed in, although the stream of water is kind of doing that for me. Now I'm going to get a big strainer bowl and go to the other side of my sink and just give my carrot greens a good rinse before I pop them in here. Now I'm just going to let these sit and soak for about 5 minutes. Let's talk about what we're going to do with these greens. I've still got most of them soaking, or about half of them actually, soaking over there. But I had so many, and I only want one dehydrator tray full of the greens. And that's because I'm going to be dehydrating the carrot tops for use as a parsley alternative. So our family doesn't like carrot top pesto, which is a very common preservation project to do with carrot tops. But since we don't like it, I was looking for some ideas, and a lot of people said it tasted very similar to parsley. We grow parsley, a lot of it, because we use a lot of it. And I ran out early last year. I used my last parsley in December, so that, of course, that didn't get me until the next harvest time. So I needed to grow more, which I did grow more this year, but it would be nice to have even extra on hand. So I went out to my garden, pulled a parsley leaf, tasted it, immediately tasted a carrot top, and they are very similar. The carrot tops have a little bit more punch to them, a little bit more tang, but the dehydrator will kind of take a little bit to kind of decrease that just a tad. But that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be chopping them up really small and then dehydrating them, and we have an entire tutorial on how to dehydrate herbs, and I'm going to follow that exact step. So I will link that above on how to dry herbs. That's exactly how I'm going to dry the carrot tops. Now the rest of these I'm going to divide in half. Half are going to go to my chickens, and the other half I'm going to toss into my compost pile. My compost pile needs a little bit of love. It's been neglected a little bit because our chickens, we've been kind of tossing everything to them, so I'm going to split these halvesies, half to the compost, half to the chickens, and then I will dehydrate a dehydrator full load, which will give me about a quart, maybe a quart and a pint of dehydrated chopped carrot tops, which we will use as parsley. Okay, so I soaked the carrots the exact same way I did the carrot tops. They've been soaking for about 10 to 15 minutes. I am going to kind of let the water out. Actually, I'm going to scoop them into this strainer real quick, and then I'll let the water out. Because I don't have a strainer, once I take that plug out of the sink, I don't have a strainer to keep little bits from falling down my drain and clogging it up. So, sliced carrots must be pressure canned. And we're going to be doing them in pints, which means they need to be processed for 25 minutes. I'm going to be doing a raw pack, which means I'm going to be slicing the carrots and just putting them straight in the jars without cooking them first. I'm going to allow the canning process to do the cooking. So I'm going to skip the part where I heat up my jars, and I'm just going to hit the next button even though I haven't loaded my jars yet. And that's just going to warm up the water, but not warm up my jars. Okay, we are getting ready to can. Here are the carrots. Here are my jars. I'm just kind of estimating I might get 6 pints. I have a pot back here warming up my lids. I have 2 pots of boiling water, or water coming up to a boil, to prepare to pour into my jars. I'm going to start out by putting half a teaspoon of salt into each jar. When you're using salt for canning, you don't want it to be iodized, and you don't want any additives and no anti-caking agents. You want just pure, straight salt. I use sea salt. That is just straight sea salt, nothing else. Next, I'm going to get slicing and dicing on these carrots, and I'm going to be filling each jar to a 1-inch headspace, which is this bottom ring right here. I'm going to put the sliced carrots right here. Now that I am close to chopping and filling up my jars, I'm going to go ahead and turn up the heat on these 2 pots of water so they can get to boiling. Here is 1-inch headspace for these carrots. I'm going to go ahead and do all the rest, and then I'm going to be pouring boiling water into also up to 1-inch headspace. I ended up with 8 pints, which is perfect because that's how much this pressure canner holds. So now I'm just going to top off each jar with almost boiling water until the 1-inch headspace mark. Next step is to debubble, which is just sliding this tool down, getting all the bubbles out. We don't want any oxygen left in that jar as much as possible by the time we're done pressure canning. Next step is to wipe the rims with a clean, wet rag. This is to get off any gunk that might be on the rims that can prevent our lid from getting a good seal. Right. Now for the lids. Next step is to put the rings on. We're going to put these on to finger tight, which means we're going to screw them on but not jam them tight. Just till resistance, and then 1 more quarter turn. And into the canner they go. And that's that. I will add a picture of the finished product with our carrots and our carrot tops. I am so excited. This is a dream come true. I battled carrots for years, and I finally figured out the trick to germinating carrots, which was the hardest part for me. If that's been hard for you to germinate carrot seeds, I'll get a tutorial, link that tutorial above of how I did it this year. It has always been a dream of mine to grow my own carrots and to can them up, take them from seed to shelf, and this is the year that it happened, and I'm just so thankful, so blessed. Praise the Lord. I hope y'all enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Bye.